streaming right now, just for a little bit. I don't know really what there is to do. I might check out Hitman 3. I'm going to work Friday and Saturday. Hopefully I get my check, and I'll probably buy Hitman 3. But otherwise, not. I don't know, man. To me, there are not so many games that I can honestly say that are really worth the money, if that makes any sense. Demon Souls included. I mean, Demon Souls isn't a bad game, but in all due respect, I think it could be a whole lot better than what it is. For a remaster, absolutely. I feel like the game graphically is good. Like, but even with PS5, like, people spend $500. I think the AAA titles, nobody can say it's really worth $70. Now, another thing I want to focus on, the talking point. I just gotta keep on following and shooting me. You can do that too. But alright, yeah. What I'm about to say is true in a sense. Call of Duty. It's not that I don't like Call of Duty, but Call of Duty, I wish games would follow the model of just like Rainbow Six. Like, Rainbow Six is a respected game. I think Rainbow Six came out in like 2014, 2015, one of those years, but it's still been consistent. It has still been consistent. There hasn't been any more releases. Now, there have been other Tom Clancy games. Recon Breakpoint, I don't think that was a good game. Division 2 went downhill because of I think Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs 2 on the decline. That guy follow me all the time, bro. That's funny. But back to what I'm saying about the game. Rainbow Six, they're not really spending any money on building a new game to focus on what they do got. And while we're talking about skill-based matchmaking, the real reason why I probably haven't played Cold War, I will install Cold War back. Eventually, I'll get around to it, but that's when the zombies come out. I'm not bad at multiplayer. I can stream multiplayer, show what I was doing. But the score streaks suck. That's the biggest thing now. I feel like the best score streaks and the fun that I probably would have, if we're talking about games and Call of Duty, I'll go and say Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was good. Black Ops 3, score streaks sucked, in my opinion. That's very honest. That GI Patrol, the raps, that was good, but I mean, that wasn't really that phenomenal, in my opinion. The Swarm and Dogs, K9 Unit, bruh, on Black Ops 2, that was good. And the Orbital VSAT, they brought that back in with the latest update, but I feel like it's too late. I don't like it. I would never run that score streak. But Call of Duty, I think it's a bad game. I would say it's not 100% bad in a way, because it's better than what they have released, but then again, it's not. And it's not because I'm bad, I get melted in lobbies and stuff like that. I don't really get melted in lobbies. I know I kind of play a little bit tactical. In a couple games and stuff like that, I have live stream. I tried to play objective, but my highest kills was like 62 and like 12, I think. I know I definitely got 62 kills and I got like 12 deaths. That wasn't really that bad. But at the same time, I was playing objective and stuff like that to a certain degree. To me, Call of Duty, I told somebody that Call of Duty is really about, any game is pretty much about an exploit. I don't really use exploits to win games and stuff like that. Like head glitches, what would a first-person shooter be without a head glitch or some type of overpowered move or whatever? But I don't use head glitches. Like, I don't. That's me being honest. I don't use head glitches. I feel like, but the most impressive thing I can honestly say that, in my honest opinion, that Call of Duty kind of gets away with, I feel like they subpar games. Subpar. One subpar game I think people, what you call it, Ghost was fairly bad, but good at the same time because it was a whole lot better than what was it? Than what you call it, Advanced Warfare. Honestly, after Black Ops 2, I feel like the base really just went downhill, relatively speaking. But let the avenue for what we get from COD now. Traditional boots on the ground return. But can we say it's been done decently? I don't feel like we can. We keep on getting people's idea of what it is traditionally be boots on the ground. So I'm not sure, man. Black Ops 3 was it was mixy, but it kind of had traces of what you call it, Advanced Warfare in there. And then you go to Infinite Warfare, like you go step forward and step back with Call of Duty. I mean, do I think that's fair? No. But I feel like most games, they're not really relying on people that really carry their game, relatively speaking. Like streamers and stuff like that, I feel like they can build up some hype, but if it doesn't live up to potential, whose fault can it be? You can't put it on streamers. I know streamers, they get some money and stuff like that to promote the game, but you can't promote a game that's broken. Like, for instance, people taking money from Raid Shadow Legends. Me personally, if Raid Shadow Legends tossed some money, I wouldn't promote it. Basically, I'm not trashing it, but like if I don't believe in a product or service myself, I feel like I have a lot more to lose than I feel like another person. In my honest opinion, because if I don't even believe in it, I'll call something trash. More than likely, I don't believe it's trash. Let's speak my mind. No doubt about it. But yeah, just like CD Projekt Red, a lot of people wanted to go and talk about them. What they did was unacceptable. I have to agree, it was unacceptable to release a game in the state that bad. They could have said easily another year, and they tried to come out today with a little apology or semi-transparent thing. I feel like that's good. That's a good start, but still, with the investors and people invested in the game, games and stuff are expensive to make. In a way, they are, but if someone's talking about like the $70 price of games on PS5, it's really not $70. It's $75.06. At least where I live at with tax. Because where I live at, it's like 7.25 sales tax, something like that. Shit, I wish I would lived in like Delaware because they ain't got no sales tax. Small, something like that. But man, think about how much money you could save if there wasn't no sales tax on something. Better, I feel like there shouldn't be a lot of tax on just certain stuff. Like you get taxed on everything. Vehicle tax, you buy a vehicle. Taxes, the registry, all that type of stuff. That's another story for another day. But I think gaming, in my honest opinion on PS5 is a great console. But there's no, to me, I'm going to give it time. I don't disagree with people who are waiting like a year to get the console and stuff is normal, but it's probably going to be beat by then. And I'm perfectly fine with people doing what's best for their pockets. Don't pay no $1,000 or $800 or $700 for the console. Because people are going to start losing money because they keep on shipping out more, making more units. But one thing I can say, the distribution network or people like managing parcels and stuff like that, no, they don't have no idea what they're doing. What I mean by parcels is just like people who are managing Bro, see, that's why I can't stand this game. That, like, bruh. All this other unnecessary stuff is just like, all this building, all this other foolishness. It's not really Fortnite's fault. I mean, I'm not bad at the game, but that right there is just what I like to call. If I had to do so much just to play a game, I don't feel like I should be playing it. It's that why I stopped playing Call of Duty. That's not why I stopped playing Call of Duty. Skill-based matchmaking, I never reverse boosted. I never went so bad in a game or something like that. There might have been a couple games where I might have went like 25 and 17, but I wasn't reverse boosting or anything like that. I mean, if that's what I earned, that's what I earned. That's what I really learned. And there's nothing wrong with getting destroyed a couple games, but 25 and 17 is perfectly fine to me. As long as I go positive, but, you know, I feel like Call of Duty and other games, it's not really about skill. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but if you think about the metas and stuff like that, or exploits, you think that people use, you really have to understand, are these people good or are they not good? Because you think about it, DMR and then the MAC-10, no. I deleted the game way before that. But I never really seriously got destroyed in lobbies and stuff like that, but I think that the score streak setups and then the customization of like class creation, all that is garbage. The M16 is one of my favorite weapons. The AK is one of my favorite weapons on Cold War, but Cold War has no weapons. They really don't. The score streaks and stuff like that, there should have been more base score streaks in the game. I'll put it up there with Infinite Warfare with not having enough score streaks. Now, Advanced Warfare was terrible. What's up, Jason? Advanced Warfare was terrible, but I give it to Advanced Warfare. You could actually add on to like streaks. You could do that same thing with the Infinite Warfare. Both of the games, I gotta admit, Advanced Warfare was bad, but at least you could add stuff onto the score streaks and stuff, make it last longer or something like that. But Call of Duty's well past its, good days. I'll get that later. But yeah, I definitely feel like Call of Duty in a way. Do I feel like they have anything to offer? Not really. That's me being honest. Gameplay wise, PS5 and stuff like that is great, but like if you think about the specs, not even the specs really. We can talk about, people say that the graphics, even though next gen is a downgrade from Modern Warfare, it was more realistic on Modern Warfare, the textures. I might have to agree with that somewhat, but then again, we're talking about Call of Duty. To me, Call of Duty kind of takes a one-shoe-fits-all approach to the gameplay. It's really nothing different about it. Each installment, I'm not really repeating what other people are saying, but, my sister's watching me play Call of Duty, talking about, do I see myself doing this, like being a professional in Call of Duty? No. I'm good at Call of Duty, but I just don't see myself really actively enjoying something that, how can I put it? It's promoting, I feel like, something, but it's not really expectation. Because you paid, I know people buy the editions. I used to be one of those people who buy the edition where it got you the season's pass, everything. Black Ops 4 was like the end of that. So I got Black Ops 4 late. Maybe like a month late, but I think Black Ops 4 is okay until they added Zero, and then I deleted the game. I wasn't bad, but like I had like a 3.0 KD at one point when the game first started, but when after they added Zero, my KD kind of went down. But I think it was like a 2.37, so it wasn't that bad. Zero ruined the game for me at least, because Zero, no balancing. Someone could play absolute terrible the whole game and be rewarded for just being there. And I feel like that's what Cold War basically became. I would say it wasn't bad as Modern Warfare in an instance because I feel like oh my god, I tried to kill him. We'll play another game. Gotta focus on talking. I'm doing fine, Jason. Doing fine. One of the things I like about Call of Duty and a lot of other games is just that price is steep. The franchise, just like any other thing, the franchise is well beyond its, I would say, its prime. Relatively speaking, it's still profitable. But Call of Duty went from being a phenomenal game to just being nominal. Subpar gameplay, subpar map design. Skill-based matchmaking really has nothing to do with it. I mean, it does. I think it is problematic. Yes, let's just talk about how Call of Duty. You can't just, in my opinion, just live off the glory days of like, oh, what made Call of Duty Call of Duty? Call of Duty is fun in a way. No, I know a lot of people that go for the more realistic shooter, the Battlefield. Battlefield honestly lost me at Hardline, and I have no regrets of saying that Hardline shouldn't even been a game. No regrets. There's not any lying that I feel like you could do to describe how bad the game was. That's just honesty. Hardline, it was just, and I mean, I assuming like Battlefield. Battlefield 3 was okay, but past that, Battlefield 4, yeah, it was broken in a way. Battlefield 1, I think that was the last release, but I don't even know if Battlefield 1 is even remotely worth playing. That's me being objective. I'm not really a Call of Duty fanboy, but the thing about Call of Duty, what they have an advantage of over is that they're in a dominated market, basically. Not saying they're the best at it, but a lot of people like the arcadiness of basically of the game. A lot of people like to score streaks to earn stuff. Battlefield, everything in Battlefield takes skill. Drive the tank. Everything in Battlefield literally takes skill. There's nothing wrong with that. Riding a plane, driving the plane, really. But I feel like that model doesn't work in a way. And there's been so many other projects because Electronic Arts owns Battlefield and DICE. DICE hasn't really done anything. And I feel like the people, EA has done some stuff where they're focused on Apex. I don't know how Apex is doing, but Apex, do I like Apex? Apex is okay. You know, I'm not really hating on Apex or any other game or stuff like that, but I try to be objective. Apex is on its own league. Fortnite and them can't compare. Do I like Apex? I think Apex is past its prime. I'll put it like that. Same thing with Valorant. Past its prime, in my opinion. The Battle Royale genre, I would say it came and went fast. That's just honesty. And why do I say it came and went fast? Because, I mean, frankly, would anybody even buy? Wow, gotta get 145. Would anybody seriously even buy some of these games? Relatively speaking, if it weren't for like a publisher, probably not. Like, I know people talk about Cyberpunk. Like I said, Cyberpunk, I think is a great game, but, you know, great idea, poor execution. That's what's really down for a lot of games. Are you playing on PS5? I'm playing on PS5. I still have my PS4. And I still do have 2K, but one of my friends isn't on. I know you asked me about playing. What? Oh my god. I didn't even see that guy. That didn't even make any sense. I couldn't even see him. Nor could I even get an audio cue. That's terrible. But that's on me. Okay, that's a little bit OP, but you know, I'll try to land somewhere where I can get a few kills. I'm supposed to be going to work Friday and Saturday, so I haven't really streamed, but I really played the game in like a day and a half, just because. In all honesty, I don't really feel like there is a lot of games to play. In my honest opinion, and that's me being honest. If a game has a multiplayer, in my opinion, on PS5, and you're thinking about getting it, I would say hold back on that. Because there's a whole lot of games that promise multiplayer, but I don't really see the multiplayer at all. I mean, we are still in a pandemic or whatnot, but like the Warzones. Warzone's been out at this point for like, what, a year now? A good year and a few months. Do I think Warzone is great at where it's at? No, I don't feel like Warzone is great. Simply because, I don't know, it's not about the meta. It's just that I feel like poor execution. People talk about the hacks and stuff people are using, or the meta, the MAC 10 and DMR. Quite frankly, I'm kind of done with Call of Duty. Like, there's no hate towards Call of Duty, but it's just not. I can't sit back and play a game, honestly, where probably the greatest potential where they have as a game is the zombies. That's a pretty sad, like, statement. And I died. It is what it is. That was just a bad landing spot. But the worst excuse I could probably say for a game, it's probably not gonna be Call of Duty. Probably not gonna be Call of Duty, but it's definitely up there. 2K can honestly go up there too as well. I like 2K, and I was streaming 2K for a certain bit. Me and my friend, we were losing games in a way, but we won. We came back and stuff like. There's a lot of games that we came back. He hasn't been on in a few days. I might play with him on the weekend after I get off work or whatnot, but the game wasn't fun. Like, I'd rather pay or wait longer for a game to be fully, in a way, it's meant to be played. Like, for instance, there should be no reason why I feel like Cold War really feels like a beta than it does the actual game. I felt the same way about Call of Duty World War II. It took them a year and a half to kind of turn the game around at that point. It really took them a solid year. They added DLC and stuff like that, keep the game fresh even after a few things like the shipment playlist. That was pretty decent. Shipment 1944 wasn't bad, but I definitely feel like a lot of the games, especially Modern Warfare, I didn't really play Shipment on there. I think the game was bad. But I realized at the same time and token, there were a whole lot of other games too as well. Call of Duty really had no, I'll say, focus or direction with Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. Both those games, no, I didn't even play Modern Warfare. That's just me being honest. Modern Warfare, the game came bundled. I may have played it a few times, but Everybody was doing a little bit better this game. But back to what I'm saying. I know people talking about people using Fortnite. Fortnite, I mean, Fortnite really doesn't have to do that much, relatively speaking. And from players, that's what I'm talking about from players. People talking about competitive. Competitive in games really doesn't have to exist. It doesn't have to exist. You would like to see some competitive, but me, I'm not really into competitive like that. Wow. That was funny, but I mean, I think I did my thing, relatively speaking. But I mean, competitive is really where the money pool is at, because if there wasn't like casuals, competitive is where the money's at, relatively speaking. But a majority of the money that companies and stuff raise goes to competitive, and then they get the sponsorships to underwrite some of the costs. And so they get the product placement, certain stuff like that. Like DX Racer could be sponsoring, Fortnite in the tournament. You might see DX Racer chairs with people going down and playing in these tournaments. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. But the majority of the money that companies generally generate is going to come from people being casual gamers and stuff with their microtransactions. Oh my god. I used to do that too, but it's kind of annoying. But like I said, I feel like a majority of the games are single player. Watch Dogs included. Do I think Watch Dogs is a bad game? No, but I feel like a lot of games and stuff, including Cyberpunk, are buggy. Black Ops Cold War might as well be a single player game in the state that it's in. I'm not talking about the player count and the multiplayer. The single player stuff is solid, the campaign, but, past that, the game it's quite obvious that the game is not really finished, in my honest opinion. I don't feel like it's one of those games where you're about to be like, yeah, this is it. There's not one of those. If you pay money for a game and it's $70, I expect to see some type of content that represents that price. I messed up when I did that. I thought I was gonna die, but then I remembered they always give you the thing where it's like, how can I say it? You have the little effect where it's like no gravity. I remember before they didn't have that, you would just die. And then another thing I'm realizing is that a lot of games that came out on PS5 are not really PS5. Like, for instance, Mortal Kombat was considered a next-gen title, launch title, because it came out 1 week, November 17th. That was considered a launch title. But if you go on the PS5 store, it is not considered a launch title. It's not considered a launch title. I don't know why. Mortal Kombat is not. It's definitely, I can't 100% say it's a good game. Like, again, I think Mortal Kombat is a single player game. Content and multiplayer is lacking. There's no way to get around it. I'm just being honest. No way to get around it. I think it's on sale for like what, $20. That's what the game is worth, honestly. Not trying to be, negative about the game, but the game, if you're talking about a competitive league, and that's the only new content, and maybe a few new skins, no, it ain't the game. That shouldn't even be a thing. For you to pay money for a game, in my honest opinion, you should definitely be getting a value out of the game. And Mortal Kombat did a horrible job of drip feeding. Well, even just releasing content. Let me put it that way. Even with the combat pack, the way that stuff was, it made you think you were getting more, but you're actually getting less. When you really think about it, because there's no way that a game should be, and it was still going for $59 to a certain point. But if you had any of the other editions, you would automatically get upgraded for the PS5 version. Will I install Mortal Kombat? I really don't see a need to. I know that sounds crazy. I said I want to play a new game. I could play the story again on PS5. I might consider doing that one of these days if I'm really bored. I really don't have anything to dice up, relatively speaking, like a new gaming experience or something like that. But Mortal Kombat really doesn't have anything, at least in my opinion, to offer. I know people complain about the DLC or whatnot. I know people definitely complain about the DLC, the base characters, like Rain, Melina, and all the other people should have been in the base game. I'm not here to disagree with that, but I'm not really that much of a fan of these Mortal Kombat characters in a way. Rain, I mean, I like the characters, but you gotta think about it. A lot of companies and stuff, they're gonna do some practices that I would say is anti-consumer, but we know that we're still gonna buy the game regardless. Like, for instance, if 2K said right now, if you bought the basically buy the PS4 version, and you have to get the Mom edition for the $100. Let's say they say you buy 2K on PS4, just the regular standard edition, we'll give you a free upgrade for PS5, and that's like $30, $30 the price. People are going to do that. But the thing also they didn't say too is with the PS4 to PS5 upgrade for the Mamba edition, you have to do the upgrade in a reasonable time frame. You might get a code, but the code might expire. Like when I got Call of Duty Ghosts for PS3 and PS4, the upgrade was like $10. But my thing expired of March 2014. And that code specific to me, and you had to pay $10 to upgrade and get a copy of it. It was like $10. You had to put the disc in and it would work. I did that, but I feel like the games and the gaming, it really didn't add that much to me, like really wanting to play the game. Call of Duty Ghosts wasn't a bad game, in my opinion, because it was still boots on the ground, because it wouldn't prepare me for Advanced Warfare. The Honey Badger was probably like my favorite weapon, but the maps, oh my god. Tremor, that map was terrible, in my opinion. I liked it, but it wasn't good. I know that Call of Duty, they tried to add the thing where you, an environment played a role of what would happen. Like, for instance, if I shot a log, the hell? The fool almost killed me with that damn shotgun. No way. There is no way that type of stuff should be happening. All this jumping around foolishness. It's a perpetual problem of games, in my opinion. Like gunfights. Do I feel like gunfights on most games are rigged? We can say it. I feel like most gunfights on first person shooters rigged. Hit detection on Cold War is bad too. There's not me. There's no denying. For me, I say it's bad. You can have spot on hit detection. It really depends on internet connection. It really does. That's the difference between you winning a gunfight or not. But I know people talking about Halo 2. Halo is not past its prime, but Halo, you think about it, Bungie, I think they developed or produced it. I mean, when they with the split with Activision. I know Destiny 2 is free. I mean, I have Destiny 2, the actual disc, but I got that junk for like $3 for PS4. I got the disc, but that's when it was just like really going downhill. Within a couple months, its value went down. But Destiny 2 got the business model where they know they can't really sell you anything, relatively speaking, but they can sell you on expansions and the passes. To me, I'm kind of way past my seasons pass stuff, unless it's like Fortnite or something like that, or even Apex. I don't play Apex anymore, but I feel like it's enticing enough for you to buy it. Seasons pass for like a single player game, nah, them days is over. And speaking of the last season's pass that I got the gold edition for Watch Dogs Legion. Do I regret buying it? I would say yes and no. The thing about it, one game that I'm glad I did not buy the season's pass for is the same thing, pretty much by the same people, Ubisoft. That would have to be doggone, what is it called? Division 2. Division 2, while not totally bad, they're well past the prime, man. And what I mean by that is definitely that after that expansion pass of New York or whatever they had, yeah, that's when I was kind of done. Me and my friends, we played Division 2 hard for like 2 weeks. But past that, the missions and the armor, after you get past that point, there really is no incentive to play it, and you spend money on the DLC, and you were still waiting time. Like, what are you waiting for? That'll be my honest. This dude got the Mandalorian gun. Something. But I don't think the quality of gaming right now is where it needs to be at. Relatively speaking, like Cyberpunk. Man. Do I think Cyberpunk could be a contender for a game in the future that you should get? I'm not here to confirm or deny that, but you gotta make your own judgment. I don't even know if stores are still selling Cyberpunk because I done checked. I go to game stores and stuff like that and see Cyberpunk is on the shelf. For a while, Target and stuff was carrying it. I was definitely looking for that. Amazon was selling Cyberpunk well below what other competitors and stuff was selling it at, like $49.94. That really wasn't anything really cheap. It was still $50. You save about $10. For $49.94, all this stuff like the 99 is $60. It's really not $60. You still gotta pay taxes unless you live in a place that has no sales tax. But give or take, I guess you gotta make do with what you got. Like that's a kind of a point. But I feel like the days of paying, $70 for a AAA title or AAA publishers and not living up to it. Like, we can talk about a lot of games here that the franchise kind of went downhill. I don't know if it's because of development issues or whatever. The Dead Rising series, we can talk about that. Dead Rising and then Gears of War. Gears of War was good. I loved like watching the gameplay and stuff like that. But Gears of War, I'm not really a console fanboy by any means and stuff like that. But when you look at the games and what is done tremendously, they have a place. The games have a place, but we have to ask why they haven't been remastered, or is there any plans to bring back any of the games? And the answer probably to that is probably going to be no. Even though these games like popular back in the day, the 2007s to 2008s, like the Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is coming back for blood. You might see me buy that game. With Deathloop. Deathloop will be another game I will be getting. I don't know, man. When you see games be good and you see the games, I don't know. I'm not saying they don't live up to your standard, but it's just like, you gotta be real. When the prices of game increases and stuff like that, you're not sure whether or not you're going to spend a set amount of dollars. Bruh, this is stuff I'm talking about. All this editing and this foolishness, editing in my base, and I'm editing. I didn't see that guy, and it's loading. Oh my god, bro. And this was duos. I tried to see if I can get one of my friends up in here, but it was poor wine. Oh. That's funny. I think, hold on, what time is it now? I think after this, I'm gonna go give me something to eat. I might try to go to Panda Express, I'm not sure. Get me some steak or something like that, to that effect. That'd be the smart thing to do. But, man, I'm not really impressed by any of the games here. Honestly. If Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War added zombies, I know they did the teaser the other day. And the people who are big into zombie stuff, they're promoting it. The thing that I think is funny is when the people, they drop the zombies, conspiracy theories, and stuff like that. The videos are longer than 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and all this stuff has been debunked. Not saying these people aren't good at zombies. No, I feel like some of the other people, what was that guy's name? That smart guy. I think his name was Smart Guy, like 416 when he beat the Garak Crowley. Easter egg on Black Ops 3. There was people staying up like 48 hours trying to crack the Easter egg, all the big guys and stuff like that. And he beat it first. But the thing, he got on a couple times because when he actually went down the thing, the little sewer thing to get into the boss fight with Nikolai, He hit the death barrier with that thing, and that, I mean, that wasn't funny. He wasted a lot of time. But I feel like doing the Easter eggs on zombies, you definitely have to have communication. And I know a whole lot of people, when they go, that I'm thankful for apps like Discord in case you really want to go there. What's up, Adam? What's up? Man, I don't know if I really want to install Cold War back. It is not bad in multiplayer. I think it just takes up too much storage, and I want to try new games. Now, if what you call, I know I'm supposed to get paid soon for my job. I work again like Friday and Saturday. I say they give me my check. I need to set up direct deposit with them. We need to set up direct deposit so I can get paid. But I get paid like $10 an hour, so I'm good. The new exotic pistols are crazy. I need to try them. I need to try them. That's what I know. My friend was telling me about the exotic pistols. But me, I like the snipers. I like the snipers. Like the Dragon's Breath. Well, not Dragon's Breath one. I forgot what it's called. And then the Storm. The one that does the fire. You go to the Renegade Raider, the dark one. What? Are you, bruh? That right there, they are on the hill next to Small Girl. I know that, but that was ridiculous. I just lost that gunfight. But that's Fortnite. That is Fortnite. I'll probably play like one more. Hopefully, I'll probably get closer to a dub. I'm still laughing because my uncle, he got like he's a big Xbox person. I grew up on Xbox, so I still kind of got a little thing for Xbox. But if I didn't get a PS5, I was most definitely gonna get me an Xbox Series S, the digital. I know people were talking about the Xbox Series S. Looks like a doggone cheese grater. To me, I really don't care. Like Xbox, next gen gaming is next gen gaming, in my honest opinion. PS5 is good, but like I feel like next gen consoles they kind of sold themselves short. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you really think about it, it's going to take games really more than a year, or rather, games are getting delayed. Like the Hogwarts game, the Harry Potter game, that got delayed to 2022. The studio pushed that back to 2022. I know people talking about next gen specs. I care about next gen specs in a way. I mean, playing Fortnite on PS5 is cool or whatnot. That's what I'm playing it on, but it is better. But I'm still like the textures and stuff like that. They load in. They load in better than PS4. I will say that. But some people I cannot see. I'm 100% being honest. Like the textures and stuff just spawning in. Like, I wish I could show you like the chest on top of that water tower on retail. Sometimes I see it, it loads in. Sometimes it's not there. Wow. Nothing but a pistol. I know, like, I'm about to graduate from school and stuff like that. From college, not high school. I'm glad I'm so done with, like, school. What's my opinion on a new shotgun? It's good, but I'm feeling like there's not that much to offer within this game. And that's not me being funny. I think the metas and stuff like that, they just need to stop. Fortnite, at this point, in my honest opinion, the game is still good, but they're adding too many shotguns just to see if they can sway the public opinion about, I say Fortnite in my opinion, like the shotgun meta. Or is this going to be, I feel like they're still OP. This gun is definitely OP. But I remember people talking about what takes more skill, the charged shotgun or the pump. The charged shotgun is inconsistent. Let's start there. It's inconsistent. Um, the combat suck up close. That's given. But from medium range to combat, you can spam it. Can't nobody really win against the combat. Exotic pistols and a new shotgun. Well, I really haven't had a chance to try the exotic shotguns. Well, not exotic shotguns. The Dragon's Breath I have tried. Exotic pistols, I have had a chance. Because I always buy like the what is it? The sniper over there. Are there people over there? Alright, bet. Why did I scurry off like that to get some heals? Bruh. Are you fucking kidding, bruh? I gotta go. I gotta go. Just about. I gotta go. Cause that one made no sense. How am I gonna win a gunfight? Be inside of a thing. I know that wasn't the most safe and secure space, but you mean to tell me that the shark gets to bite into a thing, bruh? Alright, man. Peace.